So we're officially in a recession. I don't care what anyone tells you, we had 2 GDP quarterly in the negative. That means a recession. Even though it doesn't feel like we're in a recession, well, that's because the pain hasn't set in yet, unfortunately. Interest rates are on the rise and we are slowly seeing some people defaulting on their mortgages. This will increase if interest rates keep going up. So we can expect for the next 6, maybe 12 months from now, it's gonna be a bit bumpy. But you know what they say, riches happen in recessions. And if you don't capitalize on the amazing deals that you will get in recession, whether it's the stock market, real estate, Yu-Gi-Oh cards, Pokemon cards, commodities, whatever, well then my friend, you're gonna be kicking yourself in the butt, asking yourself why I didn't take the opportunity when I could have. But not to worry guys, because in today's video, I'm gonna be sharing with you guys 5 stocks and +1 bonus at the end that you guys should double down if the stock price goes lower than what they are now. Hence, in the next 3 to 6 months. Now, note what I said here. I said if they go down. There's no guaranteed it goes down. In my opinion, I believe we practically bottomed. Because I do personally believe that we are in a light recession. I don't think it's gonna be a heavy one, unless things get a whole lot worse. Russia, China, Taiwan, you know, so many things. But given everything that's going on now, I really think we did bottom just a couple months ago. Worst comes to worst, I think we may stay flat or not. But anywho, I may be wrong. Things can go south very fast. And so if it does, I will double down on these 5 stocks, +1 at the end too. So smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, man. And let's go, man. So the first stock that I have here on the list is none other than Nvidia. Nvidia is in a booming industry and lately they've been destroying it, man. Except the previous quarter. The previous quarter was actually pretty garbage. But then that's because, you know, supply chain issues, shortage of chips, and pretty much the whole supply chain issues that everyone had in Q1 and Q2. But look at this company in the long term, man. The fundamentals of Nvidia is absolutely phenomenal. I like to compare Nvidia to Tesla, but in their own industry, because it is. The way they're growing, the way they're doing things, the services, the products, man, absolutely phenomenal. And they're growing really rapidly, fast. And I think right now, they're worth $500 billion. I mean, sheesh! That's flipping crazy. And one day, I do see Nvidia hitting 1 trillion market cap. Check out the prediction video here. Although this may be old, but a new one is coming, so stay tuned. But Nvidia is a must if it drops. I mean, right now, it's 60% down from their all-time high. Like more than half. I mean, that's crazy. I really don't know how this could even drop even further, but if it does, man, it's a blessing. It's a gift. From autonomous driving to the best gaming graphic cards, supercomputers, and so on and so forth, man. Nvidia is definitely the future and has a lot of room for growth in the future, man. It's an amazing company. If I wasn't going all in into Tesla stock, Nvidia would definitely be part of my portfolio, 100%. Moving on to the second stock, and this one is similar to Nvidia, but a lot more important. The company here is TSMC, or Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company. This company is probably the world's most important company right now. Every company that uses chips, technology, phones, AI, anything that has to do with technology needs TSMC. At the moment, no one can really compete with this company. Not Nvidia, not Intel, not AMD, not Samsung, not even that Chinese one, Huawei, the knockoff of Apple. These guys can't compete with TSMC. And honestly, it's probably the only reason why China is not invading Taiwan, because this company is supplying China as well. That helps with the military and anything to do with technology. It's a very important company for the whole world. And that's right, even for Tesla. So thinking invasion of Taiwan, this company is a huge barrier to it. Opposed from the geography as well, but this company is a huge stepping stone. If a war would break out tomorrow, this would stall the whole world in terms of technology. Everything. Everything. This is why the US has said they will intervene, because this company is way too darn important. And heck, they're even now having a TSMC being built in Texas right now, gonna be up and ready and operational by 2027. It's that important. So if this company crashes 10%, 20%, 30%, man, I will probably buy some shares of this company just because it's such a no-brainer. Just look at the PE, man, 16. And look how fast they're growing. Why is this at 16 PE? It's ridiculous. It should be double that, man. It's absolutely ridiculous how cheap this company is. Company is high growth, strong fundamentals, destroying quarter after quarter. But what's funny is that the stock is down 30% and it's 16 PE. Like, bro, I mean, oh, I'm telling you, this is such a strong, it's a joke. It's a joke. But it's such a strong company, man. Absolutely fundamentally strong, and everyone needs it. Everyone. Even your worst enemies. But this is one company that I would definitely hold, again, if I wasn't going all in into Tesla stock. They'll continue to do great, and any pullback, in my opinion, is a great buying opportunity. Yes, the fear mongering is there. China will invade Taiwan, but for the next decade or so, I don't think that's going to happen. So I think we are safe. At least, I hope. Moving on to the third company, the ticker symbol is SQM. I'm not even gonna attempt to name the company because I can't pronounce it. But this company is very important as well. This company is the largest supplier of lithium. And if you believe that EVs are gonna replace gas cars entirely in the next decade, 2 decades, 3 decades, then this stock, this investment is a good one. Right now, SQM is the world's largest lithium supplier. And we all know what makes them EV batteries: lithium. As we slowly move away from gas cars and go to EVs, lithium will become the world's most important material or mineral. And SQM is going to benefit big time. And it already has. I mean, check this out. It's at all-time high right now. Earnings, quarter after quarter, demolished. Destroyed. Year over year, absolutely phenomenal. But what's really crazy about the stock is that it's reaching an all-time high, but the PE is 15. And they do give dividends to like 4%. So all-time high, PE 15, crazy numbers, high growth, beating quarter after quarter, year after year. Future is bright. Everyone's going EVs. Maybe, just maybe, it's one of those stocks and investments to buy that's once in a lifetime. I don't know. Could be. More research needs to be done. I may look at this stock just a bit more to see what's going on here. And you know what? Thinking about it, has Tesla secured materials, lithium from this company? More research needs to be needed. I'll add this to my list. It's actually a very interesting one to look at. But just look at the revenue and profit, man. Like, sheesh, absolutely mad. But other than that, the company has great fundamentals. And personally, I believe that this is a great long-term buy and hold because it's inevitable that the EV adoption is going to happen. And this company, SQM, is in a perfect position to keep growing fast the way they are now, which is just absolutely crazy. If this stock happens to crash by about 20%, 30%, I'm probably gonna buy this stock, man. This is absolutely insane. Moving on to the fourth stock, and that's Chipotle. I love Chipotle, and honestly, keeping between you and me, I think it's a better investment than McDonald's. Bruh. Well, restaurant-wise only, because we all know that McDonald's isn't really a restaurant, it's more of a real estate company. But in terms of fast food and all that kind of stuff, Chipotle is a better one, in my opinion at least. Chipotle has so much growth in front of it that it's crazy. Unlike other major fast food restaurants, these guys are not global yet. They are barely here in Canada, like barely. Like they're probably in Toronto, the GTA area, and a little bit in Vancouver. They still have a lot of major cities to go. And while they're slowly growing their footprint in North America, they are now starting in Europe. So you can already imagine the growth potential. Like, sheesh! If you look at Chipotle's the last 4 years of growth, the revenue and profits, it's been very stable, but they're growing at a very stable and steady rate, making this investment a safe one as well. And not only that, Chipotle has come through a lot of hurdles too. Like, remember the E. coli in their steak and their meat? How many times has that happened and they pulled through very nicely, professionally, and strongly, making the company a lot more stronger than what it was 5 years ago. And the stock proves that too. But Chipotle has amazing fundamentals. They're beating earnings quarter after quarter. They're slowly but surely improving their profit margins, which is very important. And again, guys, they're not even global yet. You know, if Chipotle hits the Middle East, that's gonna be crazy. So the growth here for Chipotle is insane for this decade and maybe the next one too. At the moment, the stock is down about 10% from their all-time high, while their revenues and earnings are at an all-time high. So it's a little strange, but sounds like an awesome deal to me. Yes, their PE is extremely high, but that's because they're expected to grow very, very fast and exponentially. That's what justifies a PE, which makes sense. Chipotle is one of those companies that I would definitely add to my portfolio if, you guessed it, if I wasn't going all in into Tesla stock. Not to mention that Chipotle may be next for a stock split. No one knows, I'm just assuming, but almost 2K a share, you know, and everyone's doing stock splits. I'm pretty sure Chipotle, you know, may be interested in doing one too, but hey, we'll see what happens. The fifth stock here, and this stock I do own quite a lot of shares of because I really think this is the next thing that's gonna pop off. Maybe not next year, maybe not in the next 5 years, maybe end of this decade. And this company is called H2O Innovation. Pretty much what this company does is a water desalination company. It cleans the water for drinking. In other words, this is a solution to a water crisis, which, yeah, it's a real problem. If we look at the stock right now, it's down about 93% from its all-time high, which was about 5 years ago.
But Pejjy, it's a penny stock and the stock hasn't gone anywhere for the past 5 years.
You know what stock was fat for 7 years and popped off 20x? That's right, Tesla. Okay, fine, H2O is not Tesla, but I'm just saying. However, it's been 5 years the company has stayed flat, while the company has now started to turn a profit and growing revenue year over year and quarter by quarter. So why is the stock still flat? Maybe it's because this company is under the radar, no one talks about it. Maybe because water problem is not really that important. Right now we're thinking about EVs and microchips and other technologies. Or maybe, just maybe, it's because no one has really understood this type of business. No one believes that a water problem is actually a flipping problem. Well, I guess we gotta wait until it happens, right? Because us humans, we are more reactive than proactive. Until that day, I will continue to buy this stock because the fundamentals are phenomenal. Again, making profits and beating earnings quarter after quarter. And as the world is slowly running out of fresh water, I think the stock price might change, but who knows? I could be wrong. I personally think that this flatness won't last for too long, maybe for another couple years, few years down the line, until we actually all realize that, wait a minute, we're running out of fresh water. Oh my God, what can we do? We're humans, we're 70% water, we need to drink water. We don't have fresh water, what do? Oh behold, H2O innovation will come and save us all. But again, I could be wrong. I'm making the bet, I'm putting in the investment. So we'll check back in 5 years to see where the stock is today. Again, it could be below $1 or it could be over $10, nobody knows. But I personally think this flatness won't last too long. And that's the HEO or H2O innovation. Because I really believe that water crisis is going to happen. They're talking about it all the time, but no one's paying attention to it. The media is not putting the cameras there because there's nothing exciting at the moment, at least. So we'll see what happens. Now moving on to the bonus stock, and you guys already know what this stock is. It's, well, none other than Tesla. As you guys already know, I'm going all in into Tesla stock. By the way, if you guys want a go all in t-shirt, there's a merch shirt, check it out, and you can join the Go All In community. But if you're a regular viewer of this channel, you guys already know why I'm going all in. It's honestly a no-brainer. I've made tons and tons and tons of predictions on Tesla, what the stock price will be next year, this year, 2025, 2030, and onwards. So you guys can go ahead and check out my Tesla playlist. Check out why Tesla is why it's a no-brainer to invest in. And obviously it's not financial advice. Just in my opinion and the research I've done, the hours I put it into looking up Tesla, it's a no-brainer investment for the next decade, 2, 3, maybe even, century. Again, don't want to get ahead of myself, but for sure the decade. So out of these 6 stocks that I mentioned, I own 2 of them, and for good reason. If you guys own any of these stocks, or if you want me to look at a specific company that I listed here to do a prediction video on, comment down below, man, because you guys already know I love predicting stocks. In fact, I love predicting stocks so much that I have a whole playlist with that you guys can go ahead and savage through. From Microsoft to Apple to Tesla to Nvidia, all these different companies you can check out in this playlist, and I'm pretty sure you'll find it useful and entertaining. Don't forget to subscribe, guys, and I shall see you guys in the next video, which I will be in Kuwait. This is the last video I'm doing in the Toronto studio, unfortunately and sadly, but next year. I'll see you guys in a few days or so. See ya.